you're having trouble taking action in a certain direction because of confusion, indecision, and inertia, which is a tendency to do nothing and can sometimes be called being lazy, you have to either remind yourself or understand here and now that this is what self-sabotaging looks like. A confused mind says no every time. So if it's confusion that is giving you pause and causing you not to take action, ask yourself this one question to recognize if what you want is actually in your best interest. Will it increase your quality of life in any way? If the answer is yes, stop self-sabotaging. It's time to bring this phase in your life to a close. You don't have time to self-sabotage. There are things you deserve to experience in life. Often, self-sabotage stems from underlying fears, unresolved emotional issues, or limiting beliefs that operate below the surface of our conscious awareness. To unearth these hidden drivers, engaging in introspective practices such as journaling, meditation, or mindfulness can be incredibly insightful. Journaling, for instance, offers a reflective space to explore your thoughts and behaviors, allowing patterns of self-sabotage to emerge into your conscious awareness. Meditation and mindfulness practices, on the other hand, cultivate a state of heightened awareness and presence, enabling you to observe your thoughts and actions without judgment, thereby uncovering the deeper fears or beliefs fueling your self-sabotaging behavior. Once the root causes have been identified, the next step is to challenge and reframe these limiting beliefs and fears. This process involves questioning the validity of these beliefs and considering alternative, more empowering perspectives. For instance, if a fear of failure is at the heart of your self-sabotage, reframe this fear by viewing failure as a valuable learning experience that is essential for growth. Deconstruct and rebuild your thought patterns in a more positive and supportive manner. Our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are interconnected, meaning that changing one can lead to changes in the others. This concept suggests that by identifying and adjusting our patterns of thinking, we can alter our emotional responses and actions. It's based on the understanding that many challenges, including emotional distress and maladaptive behaviors, stem from unhelpful or inaccurate thought patterns. Lena had always been the epitome of success in her career, but her personal life painted a starkly different picture. In her 20s, she found herself ensnared in an abusive relationship that left deep scars, not just physically, but emotionally. These scars turned into a towering wall of fear and distrust towards commitment. She feared that letting someone close would only lead to history repeating itself. This fear governed her, turning her into a prisoner of her own past until one transformative day. It was during a workshop on emotional intelligence and resilience that Lena began to realize thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are linked, so changing one can affect the others. By modifying how we think, we can change our emotions and actions. This struck a chord within her, igniting a spark of realization that perhaps she wasn't doomed to be chained by her past forever. Motivated by this new insight, Lena embarked on a journey of self-discovery and healing. She began to meticulously examine her thoughts, recognizing the patterns that were shaped by her traumatic experiences. She observed how her fear of commitment was rooted in deep-seated beliefs that all relationships would inevitably lead to pain and betrayal. With this awareness, she slowly started the process of cognitive restructuring, challenging and replacing these harmful thoughts with more balanced and positive ones. This wasn't an overnight transformation. It required patience, perseverance, and sometimes the courage to confront the darkest corners of her heart. But Lena was determined. She supplemented her self-help with a therapist where she learned coping mechanisms and strategies to manage her fears. She practiced mindfulness and gratitude, which anchored her in the present and taught her to appreciate the beauty of now, rather than being haunted by the ghosts of her past. As Lena altered her thought patterns, she noticed a profound change in her emotional responses. The tight grip of fear began to loosen, making way for hope and openness. Her behaviors transformed. She started to allow people in, building trust bit by bit. It wasn't easy, and there were moments of doubt, but Lena kept pushing forward, fueled by the belief in her ability to change her life's narrative. Years later, Lena stands as a testament to the power of resilience and the human capacity for change. She's in a loving, supportive relationship, something she once thought was unattainable. She shares her story, hoping to inspire others who may be trapped in a cycle of fear and avoidance. Lena's journey underscores a profound truth. Our past does not have to define our future. By understanding the interconnectedness of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, we hold the key to transforming our lives. Lena's story is a beacon of hope, a narrative of triumph over adversity, and a reminder that change, though daunting, is always within reach. In parallel with cognitive strategies, implementing practical, routine-based changes can further help align your actions with your goals, be them spiritual or worldly. Start by setting clear, achievable intentions that resonate with your higher aspirations. Break down these intentions into small, actionable steps and integrate them into your daily or weekly routines. The key is consistency. Regular engagement with these practices strengthens your commitment and gradually shifts your behavior patterns. Surrounding yourself with a supportive community that shares your values can significantly bolster your efforts to overcome self-sabotage. A community provides not only encouragement and accountability, but also mirrors back to you your progress and growth, reinforcing your positive changes. Engaging in group spiritual practices or discussions can deepen your understanding and commitment to your path, making it easier to stay aligned with your aspirations. Let your heart be your compass, guiding you through the mists of uncertainty, for within its beat lies the map to your truest path, illuminated by the light of your inner knowing. Practicing self-compassion is crucial throughout this journey. Recognize that self-sabotage is a common challenge and that overcoming it is a process that requires time, patience, and perseverance. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, celebrating your progress no matter how small. Remember, each step taken towards overcoming self-sabotage and aligning your actions with your higher spiritual aspirations is a victory in itself, contributing to your overall growth and spiritual development. Eli and Jamie had been inseparable since their high school days, bonded over shared dreams and a deep understanding of each other's quirks and qualities. However, as they navigated the tumultuous waters of adulthood, they encountered a beast they hadn't fully expected to face: self-sabotage. For Eli, it manifested in his constant doubting of his capabilities, always assuming he'd fail before even trying. Jamie, on the other hand, struggled with trust issues, a byproduct of a childhood where promises were as fleeting as the wind. Their journey through self-compassion began one autumn evening when Jamie was on the brink of a significant career opportunity, but was paralyzed by the fear that he couldn't be trusted with responsibility. Eli, noticing his friend's distress, shared his own struggles with self-sabotage, not from a standpoint of financial insecurity, but from a deep-seated belief that he didn't deserve success. It was a heartfelt conversation under the starlit sky, where vulnerabilities were laid bare, and both realized they were battling the same demon wearing different masks. Determined to overcome these internal barriers, they embarked on a path of self-compassion. They started by setting small, achievable goals, celebrating each other's victories, no matter how minor. Through these small steps, Eli began to see his worth beyond his failures, learning to encourage himself with the same kindness he'd extend to Jamie. Meanwhile, Jamie worked on his trust issues, understanding that his past experiences didn't dictate his future. It was a slow process filled with setbacks and days where old patterns seemed to overshadow their progress, but they persevered, leaning on each other for support. Jamie had always dreamed of launching a community initiative to support young artists in finding their voice and platform in the local art scene. This project was more than just an ambition. It was a piece of Jamie's soul, a culmination of his own journey from a struggling artist to someone with the means and vision to make a difference. But his trust issues, stemming from past betrayals and disappointments, had always held him back. He feared entrusting others with his vision, worried they would either let him down or, worse, tarnish the very essence of what he hoped to achieve. Eli, aware of Jamie's passion and his internal battles, had been a pillar of support, encouraging Jamie to take small steps towards his dream. Over months, through conversations and shared experiences, Eli demonstrated unwavering loyalty and an understanding of Jamie's fears. They practiced self-compassion together, learning to forgive themselves for past mistakes and to understand that self-sabotage was a common hurdle, not an insurmountable wall. The turning point in their journey arrived on a cool spring evening as they sat in the dim light of Jamie's studio, surrounded by canvases and sketches of dreams yet to be realized. Eli spoke earnestly about the importance of trust, not just in others, but in oneself. Jamie proposed that they co-manage the project, with Eli handling the logistics and operational side, allowing Jamie to focus on the creative and visionary aspects. It was a significant moment, charged with vulnerability and hope. Deciding to trust Eli with the project was not an easy decision for Jamie. It required him to confront his deepest fears of betrayal and disappointment. However, inspired by their months of practicing self-compassion, Jamie realized that trusting Eli was also a way to trust himself, to believe in his ability to judge character, to take risks, and to recover from any setbacks. It was a leap of faith in both Eli and his own resilience. The project, named Canvas Voices, was launched with a small but passionate team. Under Jamie's creative guidance and Eli's meticulous planning, they organized workshops, exhibitions, and mentorship programs for young artists. The success of Canvas Voices went beyond the accolades and the visibility it provided to emerging talent. It symbolized the triumph of trust over fear, of collaboration over isolation. For Jamie, it was a deeply personal victory, a testament to his growth and the strength of his bond with Eli. For Eli, it was a reaffirmation of the power of patience, understanding, and the transformative potential of self-compassion in overcoming self-sabotage. Together, they had turned Jamie's dream into a reality, proving that the biggest risk lies in succumbing to fear, and that the greatest rewards are found in the leap of faith towards trust and collaboration. Canvas Voices became not just a platform for young artists, but a symbol of what can be achieved when two individuals overcome their inner battles to make a meaningful impact. Years later, Eli and Jamie would reflect on that period as a crucible that forged their friendship into something unbreakable. They learned that self-compassion wasn't just about being kind to oneself in moments of failure, but recognizing that the journey of overcoming self-sabotage is fraught with challenges that require time, patience, and an unwavering belief in one's own worth. Their story is a testament to the power of self-compassion in navigating life's journey, both together and apart. It taught them that self-sabotage is a common challenge not confined to any one demographic, and overcoming it is a continuous process that demands perseverance. More importantly, they discovered that the foundation of any strong relationship, whether with oneself or others, is built on trust, patience, and the courage to embrace vulnerability. Inertia is like that cozy old blanket that's too comfortable to throw away even though it's seen better days. It wraps us up in the familiar, keeping us warm and safe in the realm of the known. But here's the thing about inertia. While it's keeping us snug and secure, it's also keeping us from stepping out into the grand adventure that life can be. Imagine life as a vast, beautiful ocean, and you, my friend, are on the shore, toes in the sand. Inertia is the force that keeps you from running into the waves, from feeling the thrill of the unknown waters and discovering the wonders they hold. Inertia operates on the principle of staying at rest until an external force is applied. Now, in physics, that makes perfect sense and keeps the universe ticking along nicely. But in the landscape of our lives, it means that we tend to stick with what we know, even if it's not fulfilling us, simply because it's easier than making a change. This resistance to change can be subtle, manifesting as procrastination, excuses, or a vague sense of unease at the thought of stepping out of our comfort zone. It whispers seductively that tomorrow is a better day for change, urging us to stay where we are a little longer. But here's the crux of it. The life of your dreams, those visions that dance in your heart when you're lying in bed at night or staring out the window, requires motion. It demands that you take steps, even small ones, toward what you desire. Inertia, by its very nature, is the antithesis of this motion. Antithesis means opposite. It's the gravitational pull that keeps your spaceship docked at the station when you should be out exploring the stars. Overcoming inertia begins with recognizing it for what it is, a comfort zone disguised as a protector. It's acknowledging that while the familiar may be comforting, it can also be a cage that prevents growth. The magic happens just outside this comfort zone, in the space where you're a little bit scared but excited at the same time. That's where you start to live the life of your dreams. Taking action, any action, is the antidote to inertia. It doesn't have to be a monumental shift. Small, consistent steps can create a momentum that inertia cannot withstand. Each step forward strengthens your belief in yourself and your ability to shape your life. As you move, you'll find that what once seemed daunting becomes manageable, even exhilarating. The landscape of your life shifts, and new opportunities and experiences become available to you, ones that were hidden by the fog of inertia. The only person who can push against the inertia and propel you towards the life of your dreams is you. It's in making the choice every day to take action toward what you desire, even when it feels challenging. It's perfectly natural to feel a bit lost or unsure when you're standing at the crossroads of a decision, especially one that promises to better your life in beautiful ways. Remember, every great journey begins with a single, sometimes shaky step. Imagine yourself a year from now, looking back at this moment. Will making this choice make you proud? What step, however small, would bring a smile to your face, knowing it was the start of something wonderful? Allow yourself the grace to be uncertain, but also the courage to move forward one gentle step at a time. The path to enhancing your life doesn't demand leaps of certainty, but rather a series of small, brave moves, each fueled by the belief that you deserve all the joy, growth, and fulfillment life has to offer. So take a deep breath, lace up your shoes, my friend, embrace the beauty of the unknown, and step into your light. The path ahead is yours to create. The world is waiting to see your brilliance shine more than you could possibly know. The life of your dreams is just beyond the horizon, and all it takes to reach it is to start moving. Everything you need is within you. And if you need it, we're right here, cheering you on every step of the way.